Buckle up, because today we're taking a thrilling deep dive into some mind-blowing predictions for the near future. We'll touch on everything from shocking environmental changes and groundbreaking advances in technology to fascinating astronomical events and major shifts in society. And to make things even more interesting, we'll also be exploring the predictions of one of history's most intriguing figures, Baba Vanga. Never heard of her? Baba Vanga was a blind Bulgarian mystic often compared to Nostradamus. She lost her sight at the age of 12 but became renowned for her uncanny ability to foresee major world events. From predicting the devastation of World War II to the fall of the Soviet Union, the Chernobyl disaster, and even the September 11th attacks, her visions have left many people astonished. Her predictions have sparked years of debate, and today, her legacy continues to fascinate those who seek to understand what might be coming next. But Baba Vanga's prophecies are just the tip of the iceberg. This video will take you through a variety of forecasts for 2025 that could redefine life as we know it. From climate changes that may alter our planet's landscape forever, to breakthrough innovations that could change how we work, live, and communicate, there's no shortage of speculation about what 2025 has in store. Make sure to stick around to discover what the future could hold. Let's jump right in. 1. A major conflict could erupt in Europe. Baba Vanga, the mystic famous for her eerily accurate predictions, foresaw a chilling event unfolding in Europe by 2025. A major conflict that could shake the continent to its core. While this may sound like something out of a dystopian thriller, her visions have led many to believe that geopolitical tensions in Europe could escalate into something much more catastrophic. With ongoing struggles between NATO countries and Russia, alongside other unresolved grievances simmering beneath the surface, it's not hard to imagine how a fragile peace could unravel. Looking back at history, it's easy to see how minor events can spiral into devastating outcomes. Take World War I as an example. Who would have thought that the assassination of a single political figure could ignite a global conflict? Today, similar risks loom large as nations form alliances, disagreements deepen, and power struggles continue. Could this prediction be a warning of yet another breaking point? The possibility of such a conflict is terrifying for many reasons. It wouldn't merely be armies on battlefields. It could mean the destruction of major cities, innocent civilians being caught in the crossfire, and widespread chaos as millions are uprooted from their homes. Entire economies could collapse under the weight of war, leading to global repercussions that transcend the borders of Europe. The thought of terrified families fleeing their homes, once thriving cities reduced to rubble, or a continent plunged into turmoil is a grim vision indeed. Whether or not this prediction comes true, it serves as a stark reminder that peace can be fragile, and the actions of today could determine the safety of tomorrow. Could 2025 be a turning point for Europe? With so much uncertainty, we can only hope that humanity chooses a path of resolution instead of escalation. Number 2. Devastating environmental catastrophes predicted for 2025. Coming in at number 2 on our list of predictions for 2025, we have a dire warning from the famous clairvoyant Baba Vanga: severe environmental catastrophes that could shake the planet like never before. Scientists and experts have already been warning us for years about the worsening impacts of climate change, and if Baba Vanga's prediction is accurate, 2025 could mark a particularly devastating year. Picture stronger-than-ever hurricanes destroying coastal cities, relentless wildfires that engulf entire forests, and floods that drown communities in chaos. Think about the past few years. Places like New Orleans and Puerto Rico have suffered unimaginable losses from hurricanes, with homes obliterated and families uprooted from their lives. But what if the storms we've seen are just the beginning? The prediction suggests that natural disasters may get even more extreme, threatening the safety of entire populations and putting countless lives in jeopardy. Wildfires like those seen in California could rage hotter and longer, while floods could devastate areas without seemingly any warning. If such catastrophic events come to pass, the fallout could be massive. Entire communities may be displaced, leaving people with nowhere to go. Economies could face serious damage, especially in regions that rely heavily on agriculture or tourism, areas that these disasters tend to hit hardest. The prediction serves as a crucial reminder of the fragile balance we all depend on. This is more than just a forewarning, it's a wake-up call. The time to act is now. Protecting the environment and preparing for future disasters aren't just things to think about. They're things we absolutely need to act on. Whether it's reducing carbon emissions, investing in renewable energy, or supporting effective disaster management systems, Every small step matters. Baba Vanga's alarming prediction offers a chance to reflect and take responsibility today, so we don't have to face an unprepared tomorrow. 3. Solar storms in 2025 could disrupt global communication. Coming in at number 3 on our list of things predicted to happen in 2025 are solar storms, which could wreak havoc on global communication systems. Picture this. You're settling in to stream your favorite show or make an important video call, and suddenly the internet vanishes. Now imagine that outage lasting days, or even longer. This may sound far-fetched, but the reality is that a powerful solar storm, also known as a geomagnetic storm, has the potential to cause widespread disruptions to the communication technology we rely on every single day. Here's how it works. Solar storms originate from the sun when massive bursts of energy, called solar flares, are released into space. If one of these flares happens to be aimed at Earth, it can travel through space and interact with our planet's magnetic field. This can create chaos for satellites, which are essential for things like GPS navigation, internet access, and even cell phone services. Satellites control such a large part of our connectivity that even a short disruption could have significant ripple effects. Think about it. How many of our daily activities rely on technology? From running businesses and shopping online to managing emergency services and navigating roads, everything hinges on smooth communication systems. A strong solar storm could disrupt financial transactions, cripple logistics networks, interrupt air traffic control, and even shut down critical operations like hospitals that rely on digital systems. This isn't just about convenience, it's about maintaining the infrastructure our modern world is built on. Experts have been sounding the alarm for years, warning that the sun's 11-year solar cycle is expected to peak in 2025. Higher solar activity means a greater risk of powerful storms. If a major flare strikes and we aren't prepared, the consequences could be catastrophic. The key takeaway? Policymakers and tech companies need to prioritize protecting the communication systems we depend on, so we're not left scrambling when the next big solar storm hits. 4. The rise of autonomous decision-making systems. By 2025, we're stepping into an era where autonomous decision-making systems could become a prominent feature of our everyday lives. These are advanced AI-powered technologies capable of making critical decisions without human involvement. It sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie, but it's quickly becoming a reality, and not without its controversies. Picture this. An AI system in a hospital decides which patients receive life-saving treatments based purely on algorithms. Or imagine an AI determining who gets approved for a home loan, deciding the outcome of a court case, or choosing which neighborhoods require enhanced law enforcement. Sure, these systems can analyze massive amounts of data and make decisions faster than any human. But the pressing question is, what happens when they get it wrong? This leads us straight into the question of responsibility. If an AI-powered system makes a harmful or unjust decision, who's to blame? Is it the engineers who designed the system? The organizations that decided to use the technology? Or can an AI at some point be held accountable for its actions? These are ethical dilemmas we can't ignore. It doesn't stop there. Another significant concern is bias. Since AI learns from historical data, it can unintentionally replicate and amplify biases found in that data. For example, imagine a hiring AI that favors certain demographics because of biased patterns within its training data. This could lead to unfair practices in workplaces or opportunities being denied to qualified candidates. The bigger issue is the potential disconnect it could create between humans and decision-making processes that directly affect their lives. If we hand over too much power to machines, will individuals feel powerless in situations that shape their futures? By 2025, the rise of these systems could completely redefine how decisions are made in healthcare, law enforcement, finance, and beyond. While these technologies hold immense potential to improve efficiencies and outcomes, it's crucial we address the ethical concerns they bring. The future should focus on AI complementing human judgment, not replacing it altogether. 5. The $1,000 human brain. By 2025, we might witness one of the most astonishing technological advancements yet, computers powerful enough to match the human brain for just $1,000. Yes, you heard that right. These machines would be capable of processing information at the same speed as our brains, which is absolutely incredible when you think about all the possibilities this opens up. Imagine a computer that can think and multitask the way we do. Just like you might cook dinner while listening to your favorite podcast, these computing systems could juggle a wide range of complex problems effortlessly, only much faster. For instance, take the field of medicine. Picture a computer that could scan millions of medical research papers in mere seconds to pinpoint the most effective treatment for a specific illness. This could completely transform how we develop life-saving medications, shrinking years of research into just moments. But it's not just healthcare that could see radical changes. Weather predictions, for example, could become far more detailed and accurate. If these supercomputers can process atmospheric data as quickly as human brains interpret thoughts, predicting the exact path of a hurricane or heavy rainfall could go from hours to instantaneous. This kind of precision could mean more lives saved and less devastation caused by natural disasters. However, with great power comes great responsibility. The ability of these machines to analyze vast amounts of data so quickly could raise serious concerns about privacy. Imagine computers being able to predict human behavior or choices based on patterns in your data. Sounds a bit like science fiction, right? But it's a real possibility, and one that brings ethical questions about consent and surveillance into sharp focus. The potential for this $1,000 human brain technology is enormous. It could alter the way we live, work, and interact with the world. But like any powerful tool, the real challenge will be ensuring we use it wisely. By the time 2025 rolls around, one thing's for sure: technology will be advancing in ways we've never imagined before. Number 6. Baba Vanga's shocking prediction of extraterrestrial encounters in 2025. Brace yourselves! According to the legendary mystic Baba Vanga, 2025 could be the year humans finally come face-to-face with extraterrestrial life. That's right, aliens! Whether you believe in life beyond Earth or not, this prediction has sparked countless debates and fueled imaginations around the world. Just imagine waking up one morning, strolling outside, and seeing a spacecraft descending into your neighborhood. The idea is as exhilarating as it is bone-chilling. Could this moment rewrite all of human history? What secrets or advancements might they bring? Or could their arrival lead to something far more unsettling? Throughout history, humanity has had mixed reactions to the unfamiliar. Think about the first time explorers arrived in uncharted territories or when new cultures collided. Often, initial reactions were fear, mistrust, and even conflict. If extraterrestrials were to make contact, would we see humanity rise together in curiosity and awe, or would we collapse into panic and chaos? Societies could quickly split into factions. One group eagerly hoping for shared technology, interstellar knowledge, and maybe even diplomacy, while others might see the newcomers as a major threat to human existence. Baba Vanga's prediction dares us to reflect on our own fears and biases. How prepared would we actually be? Movies may make alien encounters look adventurous, but the reality could be unpredictable and downright scary. This fantastical forecast raises questions about human nature, our readiness for the unknown, and how beliefs about aliens can unite or divide us. Whether her prophecy comes true or remains an eerie what-if, it's a vivid reminder of the mysteries lurking in our universe. So what do you think? Are we ready to meet our cosmic neighbors? Or will 2025 be the year humanity's biggest test begins? Coming in at number 7, we have a significant challenge awaiting India in 2025: overpopulation. By that year, 1/5 of the world's working-age population will be Indian. That's right. 20% of all those in their prime working years across the globe will reside in India, creating both opportunities and massive hurdles. Now, imagine Mumbai, a city already teeming with millions of people, buzzing with activity day and night. What happens when millions more enter the workforce, all searching for jobs, housing, and access to basic services? This influx could put immense stress on the country's economy if it doesn't expand fast enough to provide sufficient job opportunities. Unemployment may rise, leaving many struggling to make ends meet. For those who manage to secure work, increased competition could push wages down, making it even harder for families to afford a decent quality of life. And if you think city living is already expensive, brace yourself. Rents and property costs could explode as the demand for housing spirals out of control. The effects won't stop there. Overcrowded urban spaces could lead to the rapid growth of slums, where living conditions are far from ideal. Essential services like healthcare and public transportation will be stretched beyond capacity. Can you imagine waiting hours or even days just to see a doctor? Or enduring gridlocked streets that turn short commutes into hours-long marathons? These are the very real scenarios India could face unless drastic improvements are made to its infrastructure. But there's more. These growing challenges could spark division and frustration among people. With so many competing for limited resources, tensions may rise, increasing the chances of social unrest. Under this strain, the government will face mounting pressure to act quickly. If solutions are not implemented, the situation could snowball into an overwhelming crisis. While the sheer size of India's workforce in 2025 offers incredible potential, It's clear that navigating the storm of overpopulation will require bold strategies, innovative solutions, and robust economic growth. 8. Comet C2024 G3 could break apart near the Sun in 2025. Here's a cosmic event to look forward to or worry about in 2025. Comet C2024 G3, nicknamed Atlas, is on a close approach to the Sun in early January 2025. What makes this encounter truly fascinating is that this icy wanderer has a real chance of breaking apart due to the Sun's intense heat. But why could this happen? To explain, imagine holding a snowball in your hands on a scorching summer day. It quickly starts to melt, and then it crumbles. Comets are made of ice, rock, and dust, and as they get closer to the Sun, the heat causes them to heat up rapidly, sometimes with dramatic consequences. This is not just wild speculation. It's happened before. Remember the excitement around Comet Ison back in 2013? It was supposed to light up the night sky like a celestial fireworks show. But there was disappointment across the globe when it got too close to the Sun and completely disintegrated. No bright comet, no incredible spectacle. Comet C2024 G3 might face a similar fate, but that doesn't mean it won't leave its mark. The fragments left behind could result in stunning meteor showers as they blaze through Earth's atmosphere, creating a breathtaking light show. However, alongside the beauty, there's a sense of unease. If chunks of the comet break apart, there's a small, but real chance that some of those fragments could end up on a trajectory that intersects with Earth. While it's unlikely that they'd cause serious damage, the event adds a layer of suspense to 2025's astronomical lineup. Whether it's a dazzling celestial event or a nerve-wracking reminder of how interconnected we are with the cosmos, this is definitely one prediction to keep an eye on as the year draws closer. Will Comet C2024 G3 survive its brush with the Sun, or will it become another casualty of our star's immense power? Make sure you're watching the skies in January 2025 to find out. 9. Solar maximum in 2025 could shake up modern life. Number 9 on our list is something truly epic and a bit alarming. The solar maximum expected in 2025. Now, what does that mean? Essentially, it's when the Sun reaches the peak of its natural 11-year activity cycle. During this phase, the Sun becomes incredibly active, with a predicted 115 sunspots visible. These sunspots signify an increase in solar flares and coronal mass ejections, also known as CMEs. Picture the Sun as a blazing campfire in space. During a solar maximum, that campfire roars to life, sending fiery sparks, or in this case, solar energy bursts, across the vastness of the solar system. If one of those CMEs is directed toward Earth, we could face some pretty wild consequences. One of the biggest risks is geomagnetic storms. These storms might sound harmless, but they can wreak havoc on Earth's technology and infrastructure. A strong geomagnetic storm could disrupt power grids worldwide, leading to power outages similar to the massive blackout in Quebec back in 1989. Imagine millions of people suddenly losing electricity for hours, maybe even days. No lights, no internet, no charging your phone. Talk about a disruption to daily life. But wait, there's more. Satellites orbiting Earth are also at risk. The intense radiation from solar flares can damage these satellites, impacting services we rely on every single day. From GPS navigation to mobile communication to even your favorite streaming platforms. All of it could experience downtime or interference. How would you find your way without GPS or stream the latest season of your favorite show? While it might sound like something out of a sci-fi movie, scientists are already keeping a close watch on the Sun's activity as we approach 2025. With the potential for widespread effects, it's a reminder of just how connected our modern lives are to the whims of the universe. Keep your eyes peeled as we gear up for this solar roller coaster ride, because the ripple effects could be felt across the globe. 10. The trillion sensor economy is finally here. By 2025, we're entering a groundbreaking era. The trillion sensor economy. Imagine a world where a staggering 100 billion devices are connected, constantly sharing and collecting data. Your smartphone, smart refrigerator, and even your light bulbs will no longer just exist. Instead, they'll communicate with each other, creating an intelligent network designed to make our lives more efficient. Sounds futuristic? It's happening sooner than you think. Picture this. You walk into your home after a long day, and your heating system has already adjusted itself to your preferred cozy temperature. No more fiddling with settings. Your smart home knows your routine better than you do. Or consider how traffic will work in 2025. Traffic lights will be smarter, analyzing real-time congestion to flow traffic more efficiently, cutting down commute times and minimizing road rage. Need your morning coffee? Your favorite coffee shop could use data to have your go-to drink ready before you even step through the door. These are just a few examples of how this unprecedented connectivity will shape our daily lives. But before you get too excited, we need to talk about the flip side. With so many sensors surrounding us, collecting data on just about everything, including your habits, preferences, and personal details, there's an inevitable concern about privacy and security. What happens if someone hacks into this hyper-connected ecosystem? Imagine a hacker gaining control of your smart home's locks, cameras, or appliances. It's quite a scary thought, right? The trillion-sensor economy will undoubtedly bring innovations and convenience we've only dreamed of. But it's not without challenges. To truly thrive in this connected world, we'll need to strike a fine balance between enjoying the benefits of advanced technology and safeguarding our personal information. It's a fascinating and slightly overwhelming prospect, but there's no denying that 2025 is set to change the way we live, work, and interact forever. Conclusion: the future is always full of possibilities, and 2025 promises to be a year brimming with excitement, challenges, and advancements that could reshape our world as we know it. From extraordinary astronomical events like the survival of Comet C 2024 G3 and the intense solar maximum, to incredible technological leaps such as the trillion-sensor economy, these predictions highlight how dynamic and interconnected our lives are with the universe and innovation. While some events may bring uncertainty or even disruption, others will propel us into new levels of understanding and convenience. One thing is for sure: 2025 will be a year to watch closely, as it unfolds some of the most remarkable phenomena and progress humanity has seen yet. Whether you're gazing up at the stars or adapting to smart technology innovations in your daily routine, the years ahead remind us just how extraordinary our future can be.